Pigeon is one of my favorite meats. I absolutely love it. And I'm lucky enough to have my friend Rupert from Glebe Park, not 5 miles away from the cookery school, who shot a pigeon this morning and dropped it into me. And I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily take the breasts out of the pigeon with no fuss whatsoever. The first thing, remember, the right knife for the right job. Please do watch my little video on the different types of knives and which ones to use. Here we're going to be using a filleting knife. I've got my steel, so remember a 20-degree angle. Give your filleting knife a quick turn so that it's nice and sharp before we begin. Just take a little bit of water and I'm going to wet the top of the feathers there, then that will stop them just flying around and make it a little bit easier to work with. Now I'm going to make an incision right along where the breastbone is. If you use your fingers, you can just feel where that breastbone is, slightly pull the flesh aside and it will reveal itself, and that's going to be your guide as to where you're going to cut along. Always keep the water by the side because the feathers will start to stick to your fingers a little bit and you just need to rinse them off. And just make very gentle incisions using the flex of the knife. Remember, we've got a filleting knife. So using the flex of the knife, run the knife up against the rib cage and very gently hold with your fingers and very gently apply a little bit of pressure onto the breast away from the rib cage and make your incision along the bone and the flesh will start to release. You can also run your fingers in between the flesh and the skin and just start to release the skin, and that breast will then become visible and make it much easier for you to work. So very gently just release a little bit of pressure and release the flesh. When you get to the part where the breast actually joins the wing, you'll see it join the bone, and you've just got to get your knife around that to be able to release it. Very gentle, small movements. We can now just give it a little bit of a trim. Any little pieces of sinew that you've got left on it, you can just trim those off at this stage. There we go. And that is our beautiful pigeon breast, prepped and ready. I've now just got to do the same thing on the other side of the pigeon to release the other breast. Three or 4 minutes that took, and there you have your beautiful pigeon breasts ready for cooking.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that little bell to turn on notifications.